Learning from, like I said, I always try to live and learn from each show that I go to. So obviously Slamology was last weekend. One thing that I learned from that show is I'm glad I have a generator and 2 fans. I need to probably move into having a lot of air conditioning. But that won't happen like rapidly like I would like for it to. But anyway, we need to have more of the SMD products. A lot of people were getting the fuse blocks. We only had a few of them. Us bringing products to the show was like a new thing for us. Like I started Down for Sound by taking like t-shirts and stickers and lanyards and stuff like that. That's all that I had when I started Down for Sound. So I would just take that to the show. But the more that I would go, people would ask me, hey, do you have fuses? Do you have fuse blocks? Do you have an amp or whatever? And I'm like, man, it's hard to take all this stuff to shows, but the more people ask me for it, that lets me know like there's a demand for it. So I need to have that to be able to supply it. So at Slamology, I had a ton of Sundown audio brought there. We did record sales for a car audio show that we've ever done. Like we 5x'd what we had done prior, what I thought was big numbers. The last Slamology that we were at, we only had really t-shirts and stuff like that. We did around like $5,000 or $5,500 worth of sales. This weekend, with having Sundown Audio and stuff like that, and all the shirts and hats and everything like that, and also having more team members, that's a very important thing for me, is having more team members to be able to deal with the amount of people that were coming to the booth. Anyway, with that being said, we were able to do $25,000 worth of sales in the same 2 days as we did in 2019. So that's a huge increase in revenue, but that's how I learned from the 2019 Slamology to the 2021 Slamology, and I'm going to try to take that knowledge and apply it to Scrapin the Coast, which is in 2 weeks in Biloxi, Mississippi. So we're going to have a bunch of Sundown Audio there. We're going to have a bunch of Down for Sound equipment, apparel. Bass knobs were a highly requested item. We're going to have a bunch of bass knobs, fuses, wires, stuff like that. So we're living and learning. That's what we're applying to Scrapin the Coast. There you go. Crazy that that much money can be on a single pallet. Last weekend at the show in Indianapolis when we were at Slamology, I was trying to keep tabs on all the stuff that we were moving out. We were selling a lot of the SMD products, their distortion detectors, all their tools, all their fuses. They have these nice fuse blocks. Everybody was grabbing those. So making sure we get more of that. We're adding some new stuff. People were asking about our bass knobs, so we're going to be putting those in there. A few different styles of them, metal bass knobs, a bunch of the JP23 amps, so we actually sold out of those, so we're doubling up the quantity on the ones that we take to this show. So living and learning. Every time we go to a show, we live and learn a little bit more, and I try to apply that to the next show so we can do the best that we can do.
All right, so we're working on a pellet for made of steel for shipping it out to Alabama. So we're looking at about 20 JP23 amps, 8 23.4 amps, 2 SALT-4s, 2 SALT-6s, 4 SALT-8s, 1 SALT-12, a bunch of wires, some DD1 SMD products, and also shirts. We're going to be loading up about 200 shirts. Get it all ready. Let's go, baby.
But one thing that's most difficult is trying to guess shirt sizes. We'll go to one show, sell nothing but 2 and 3X shirts. Well, next show we'll bring a bunch of 2 and 3X shirts and a little bit of the other ones, and we'll sell a ton of larges and extra larges. We can use the hats too, the straw hats. So I'm like, man, it's gonna be, we went to the show in Florida, and I'm like, it's gonna be hot, everybody's gonna be wanting a straw hat. So I'm gonna like take a bunch of straw hats down there. We had them out, we sold like 2. So I'm like, well, straw hats aren't that hot, so it won't be a good thing to like sit on. We go to Slamology, we sold all the straw hats in like an hour. So you can't ever, like, I used to think it was like the state that you went to. If it's like Mississippi, we like to eat good, and we like, it's a lot of bigger people there, so I'd bring the bigger size shirts, and then I'd go there, medium, smalls, larges. But anyway, it's a funny thing for us to try to guess like what we'll need the most of, and most of the time we're absolutely wrong. So, but we do the best we can.
Learning.
We're living and learning.
Yo, what's up, guys? If you want to see more of the hot content that you just saw in that video, be sure to follow me on all my social media channels, from from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. The Life of Price is my handle on there. Also have Down for Sound Shop on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget Snapchat is JPD4S. Check out all the hot content on there as well.